day everyone, I am Julia Janem Consan. But before we start, I want you to imagine someone throws a ball towards you suddenly.
Yun! Dito ang tingin! So, I'm Alicia Blanco Bandang, and we are here to discuss about the motor learning and motor control. Without thinking every single movement, you automatically look at the ball. Move your hands, adjust your body, and try to catch it.
Have you ever wondered, how does our body know what to do? That is where motor control and motor learning comes in. Today, we will explain this concept in a simple way and shows how they really important in physical education and sports.
So now, let us start with motor control. Motor control is the process of how our body organizes and controls purposeful movement. In simple words, it is about how our brain, senses, muscles, and body work together to perform a movement.
For example, imagine you are playing basketball and someone passes the ball to you. What happens? First, your eyes see the ball. Second, your brain processes where the ball is going. Third, your body adjusts its position, your hands prepare to receive it, and your muscles help you to catch it. So motor control is not simply about which muscle moves. It is about how different parts of our body work together to solve a movement problem.
We can also think motor control as a problem solving. Why? For instance, a basketball player may ask, how can I get past this defender? Or a gymnastic, how can I keep my balance? These problems are all movement problems that requires the body to respond and adjust. So remember, motor control is organizing and controlling movement to solve a movement problems. Now that we understand motor control, let's move to motor learning. Motor learning is different because it focuses on how our ability to perform a skill changes through practice and experience. In simple terms, motor learning happens when practice helps us become better at the movement over time. Let's say a student is learning how to serve a volleyball. During the first few tries, the student may miss the ball. But after practicing, receiving feedbacks, and trying again, the student gradually improves. Eventually, the student can perform and serve more independently. So we can remember motor learning using three simple ideas. First, practice or experience. Second, change in capability. Third, relative permanence, meaning the improvement should not only happen for one moment. The learner should be able to perform the skill again later on.
Here is something important. Motor performance is not exactly the same as motor learning. Motor performance is what we can observe at a particular moment. For example, a student may successfully make 8 out of 10 basketball shots today, but does not automatically mean that student has learned the skills permanently. Maybe the student was having a really good day, had an extra motivation, or received constant help from the teacher. Imagine, student A makes many successful serves during the practice, but only because the teacher tells them what to do every time. Student B makes more mistakes but gradually learns how to recognize and correct the mistake independently. So remember, performance is what you can do now. Learning is a more lasting chance in your ability. Now, how can this concept help us of future physical education teachers and coaches? Understanding motor control and motor learning helps teachers know why student is struggling and what kind of help discipline needed. For example, imagine a student keeps missing a basketball pass. We might immediately think your passing technique is wrong, but the actual problem could be something else. Maybe the student has difficulty judging the speed of the ball, has poor timing, or doesn't know where to move. So, instead of immediately correcting the technique, the teacher should first identify what is actually causing the problem.
So, let's have a very quick activity.
Everyone, imagine you are learning how to play a basketball for the first time. First try, you missed. Second try, you missed again. But after several practices, you begin to understand your position, force, timing, and direction.
So, did you learn because you were perfect in your first try? No. You learned through practice, experience, feedback, and adjustment. And that is the basic idea of motor learning.
This video shows physical movements that require coordination, balance, and body control. Motor control is how we control our movements, while motor learning is how we improve these movements through practice and
And what
experience.
is motor learning?
Motor learning is a process of developing and improving movement skills through practice and experience. Just like in this video, it involves changes in a person's ability to perform a skill more effectively, consistently, and independently.
As future PE teacher and coaches, we should not only ask, did the student perform the skill? Understanding motor control and motor learning helps PE teachers make better decisions about how learners practice, receive feedback, solve movement problems, and improve their skills. Understanding, learning, practicing, and adjusting.
Motor control helps us understand how movement is organized. Motor learning helps us understand how movement skills improve through practice and experience. And motor performance tells us what we can observe at a particular moment. As a future PE teacher, we should not only ask, can the student perform? We should also ask, is the student can actually learn?